Before this hearing even begins, one thing is clear. Marcus Elim is not here for a small mistake. This is a probation revocation case tied to a burglary of a home. The court already gave him a chance once. Today, the judge must decide whether that chance was wasted, or whether the law has reached its limit. You are Marcus Elim. Earlier, Mr. Elim came before this court and pleaded true to counts 1 through 7 in a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation for burglary of a habitation. The judge says she has received an updated pre-sentence report and asks if everyone has reviewed it. The prosecutor has. The defense has not. The judge asks if anything in the report needs correction. The answer is no. Nothing has changed. She also confirms that this case is not an agreed deal.
Mr. Lewis, you may proceed.
Judge, this is a situation where it's no doubt that Mr. Elim made several mistakes while he was on his probation, not following up on his obligations. After speaking with him, he's been in custody this length of time here. He is definitely, from what he's telling me, willing and wanting to comply with the court's orders, and feels as though he could successfully complete this probation if given that opportunity. He understands that his mistakes, has definitely been costly and put him in this decision. He understands that's totally on top of him, and of course he would like to address the court as well as far as his plans for the future, Judge.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry for my actions that I did when I was on probation. And if you really, I would like to start over and get life, live with my family, go back to work, help my mother out, give her bills, and everything else, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, I'm sorry. I was going to say, Judge, if I may, one of the biggest issues I explained and talked to Mr. Elim about was him not reporting like he was supposed to do over that span of time. And he expressed to me that at that time he was dealing with the death of his grandmother, as far as I think she was a big part of his support system. He does have, I've been in contact, several members of his family have contacted me about him, so he does have a support system that's there. I think she was a big part of it. And after she passed away, I think he kind of went astray at that point, my understanding, Judge.
What is the status of the 5 new offenses that are alleged? What happened? So what was the deadly conduct from August of 2023? What was the outcome of the, or I guess I'm trying to figure out what happened on all of them.
My understanding, Judge, is he has cases that are pending in misdemeanor court, but nothing here, Judge, that's been accepted as any additional.
He pled true to the deadly conduct discharging a firearm from August 16th of 2023. Anna, can you tell?
The judge moves on to other concerns. She says she did not check newer cases earlier, but now she wants clarification. She asks about evading arrest and failure to identify from February of this year. The response is clear. Those cases are still pending. Marcus has not gone to court on them yet. The judge confirms that her main focus remains the August 16th, 2023 offense.
States are the 2 deadly conducts. I want to know what the status of those are.
Which
And PCs, if you can find them. There's 2 deadly conducts that should be somewhere, somebody should know something about, from 2023.
There was an obstruction in 2023 that was dismissed.
birthday gentleman.
I don't have anything on deadly conduct.
What's the offense date of that one, the 2023?
3/23.
Daily conducts from August of 23 were refused, Your Honor.
Do you have any, I guess if they were refused, you don't have any documentation or a PC
I
or?
might be able to see a reason, Your Honor, for the refusal. I'm pulling that up right now.
Thank you.
There's not. Just said unlikely to prove.
I mean, he pled true to it, so obviously there's that. All right, Ms. Malfino, what's the state's position?
Judge, I'm kind of torn on him. Obviously, the concern is the length of time he absconded. I mean, it wasn't just a month or two. They looked for him for almost 2 years, a year and a half at least. And in that interim time period, regardless of them having been filed or refused or whatnot by the intake division, he has pled true to at least the court standard of having committed all of those new offenses while on probation, although he has no felony convictions. It looks to me like you ordered him to ISF cognitive in 23. Mr. Lewis had made mention that he never went. I don't know if they didn't have a bed for him and eventually he timed out of that, or did something happen and the new offenses came up and they wouldn't take him.
I think when he had the prior MTRP, I don't know if it was at the new case or a prior MTRP, I'm not sure, but ISF was ordered, but at some point, I guess he timed out or something because he was released from the jail.
Do you have a record of that?
He hasn't been. He wasn't able to due to pending legal issues at the time, and he was ordered to complete moral recognition therapy in lieu of, but he never.
So it was the new offenses that were holding him up.
Correct.
It looks like there was a non-prosecution affidavit on that assault based violence, which is why it was
He pled true to it.
correct.
So,
I just want to let you know that's
yes,
why it wasn't there.
perfect. Thank you. So this is this. So there was a motion to revoke back in 2023. And I'm guessing continued on probation in August or sometime, right?
The judge carefully reviews the record again. She asks whether an earlier case was ever resolved or if it was later amended. She confirms that in March 2023, Marcus pleaded true to family violence and deadly conduct. Bond was denied. Instead, he was sent to ISF, along with cognitive treatment and the MRT program. Later, another probation violation followed. The judge pauses and says she wants the record to be clear. Marcus had already been given an opportunity, probation for burglary of a habitation. She double-checks everything to ensure accuracy.
So you get deferred probation for burglary of a habitation, second-degree felony. You get out, you commit 3 new offenses, 2 deadly conducts, discharging a firearm, and an assault family violence on that same date. Regardless of what's come of those cases, you've admitted that something happened on that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you come in front of me on a motion to revoke your probation. I say, okay, let's give you an opportunity to go to ISF. But because I guess something else must have been pending, maybe misdemeanors or something, you don't go to ISF. So you end up just getting out, getting another opportunity, and then you go and evade arrest or detention and fail to ID. We're back here again. And you want to start over and you're sorry. Think about how that sounds. And you just quit going for 2 years, a year and a half, year and 7 months. You just think you were going to get to be out and we were going to forget about you? You know, I mean, how old are you now?
23.
23. You started this when you were 19. Feel like you're not taking advantage and you're not growing up and making better decisions.
And I think Ms. Faiza is trying tried to work with him when he would show up to work with her, so, I mean, I don't object to revocation, judges, and the opportunity that we've given them.
I mean, I don't know that it makes sense for me to do anything else. And it's just so frustrating, honestly, for me, for the young people to keep coming in here with offenses that have to do with shooting while you're on probation for a felony. You're shooting. Then you get out again and you violate again and you take off. So I can't give you a fourth shot. That you've had your shots. I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 7 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of burglary of a habitation. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 6 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was...
The judge explains this is not a negotiated agreement. Marcus must sign the paperwork and will receive a copy. She tells him he has limited appeal rights and should discuss those with his attorney. Then comes a serious legal warning. Because of this judgment, Marcus is not allowed under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Having one could result in new criminal charges. The judge explains that firearm is a legal term and urges him to read the written warning carefully. If he has questions about what qualifies as a firearm or how long the restriction lasts, he should speak to his lawyer. Her final words are simple, "Good luck to you." Marcus is then escorted out by the bailiff. This hearing wasn't about punishment alone. It was about record, responsibility, and consequences. Marcus Elim had chances. The court made sure of that. Now the paper is signed, the warning is given, and the law has spoken. In this courtroom, second chances are earned, not assumed.